Dear story lovers, I'm here with another story for you. Once again, I'll tell you a wonderful story that I think you'll enjoy. If you're ready, let's begin our story. Once upon a time, there was an emperor in the Far East. The emperor realizes that he is getting old and needs to choose someone to succeed him. Instead of choosing the new emperor from among his advisors or his children, he decides to select his successor in a different way. He summons all the young people in his country. The time has come for me to step down from the throne and choose a new emperor. I have decided to choose one of you as the next emperor, he says. The young people are very surprised by these words. However, the emperor continues his speech saying, "Today I will give each of you a seed." Just one seed? But this is a very special seed. I want you to go home, plant it, water it, and help it grow. Exactly 1 year from now, you will return here with the plant you have grown from that seed. I will evaluate you based on the plant you have grown from that seed, and I will choose one of you as the emperor, he continues. One of the young people summoned to the palace is a boy named Ling. Like the others, he takes his seed, goes home, and excitedly tells his mother about what happened. His mother finds a flower pot and some soil and helps him plant the seed. Then together they carefully water the seed. Every day they water the seed and wait for it to grow. After some time passes, while the other young people talk about how much their seeds have grown, Ling feels disappointed because there is no change in his own seed. 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks go by, but still there is no development in his seed. While the others talk about the plants they've grown, Ling is very upset because there is no progress with his seed. He is very worried that the emperor will think he is incompetent. He can't say anything to his friends either. He waits patiently. Finally, after a full year passes, the momentous day arrives when all the young people will proudly bring forth the plants they've diligently grown before the esteemed emperor. When Ling tells his mother that he can't take an empty pot, his mother encourages him and asks him to take his pot and honestly explain what happened to the emperor. Although Ling doesn't really want to, he listens to his mother and he goes to the palace with his empty pot. When he arrives at the palace, he is amazed by the beauty of the plants his friends have grown. Then the emperor arrives and greets all the young people. Ling, on the other hand, tries to hide somewhere in the back. The emperor says, "What great plants, flowers, and trees you have grown. Today, one of you will become emperor," he says. Then he notices Ling, who is waiting at the very back with an empty pot in his hands. He immediately orders his guards to bring him to the front. Ling is very scared. He thinks, "I guess he's going to have me killed because of my failure." When Ling comes to the front, the emperor asks him his name. He replies, "My name is Ling." When the other young people see Ling coming with an empty pot, they laugh and start to make fun of him. The emperor immediately silences them. He looks carefully at Ling and the pot in his hands, then turns to the crowd and says, "Greet your new emperor. His name is Ling." Ling can't believe what he's hearing, because he couldn't even grow his seed. He wonders how he could possibly become emperor. But the emperor continues his speech. "A year ago I gave each of you a seed here. You were supposed to plant, water, and bring it back after a year. But there was something you didn't know. That was that I had given you all boiled seeds. In other words, the kind that could never grow. Everyone except Ling brought trees, plants, and flowers. Because when you truly realized the seed you had planted wouldn't grow, you all, without exception, replaced it with another seed. Only Ling, with remarkable courage and unwavering honesty, chose to bring the empty pot containing the original seed I had given. Even though he fell into despair when his expectations were not met, he never gave up on his honesty." He ends his speech by saying, "For that reason, he will be your new emperor." Yes, my very dear friends, especially in these challenging times when we truly feel the immense pressure of what will people around us truly think and perceive. How incredibly difficult and challenging it often is to speak the absolute truth, isn't it really? We must not forget that honesty, which is one of the indispensable values of human dignity and a healthy social structure, is the shortest and surest way to reach one's goal. For this reason, the Holy Quran, the path that leads to the true goal, is called Sirat Mustaqim, that is the straight path. In our story, Ling told the truth despite everything and unexpectedly became emperor. Truthfulness always guides a person toward goodness, beautifies their character, brings them peace, and instills a sense of personality and trust. Because the person who tells the truth and acts honestly is confident in themselves, they are also at ease with their conscience. Mevlana says, truthfulness is like the staff of Moses. Deceit, on the other hand, is like the magic of the magicians. When truthfulness appears, it swallows up all forms of deceit. Yes, it is impossible for people who are not as upright as the letter Elif, who are constantly bending, swaying from one side to the other to reach their goal. However, the fastest and shortest way to cover the distance between 2 points is to move straight ahead without veering to the right or left. The prophets, the truthful, the martyrs, and the righteous have been tested countless times up to this day, but they have never wavered or deviated. With his saying, either appear as you are or be as you appear, Mevlana emphasized that a person's inner and outer selves should always be in harmony. This path is the way of exemplary and leading individuals who have received revelation, benefited from its guidance, lived their lives righteously, and earned the pleasure of Allah. Reaching the goal is important, but remaining steadfast in truthfulness after attaining the desired goal is even more important and more difficult. Because for a person who has taken on the most challenging task, the most arduous endeavor is to maintain steadfastness. There is much to be said about truthfulness, but I have already discussed these in my previously prepared video titled Gold Returned to its True Owner. After saying that anyone who wishes can listen to it there, let us conclude our video with the supplication of our Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. O Allah, forgive me, have mercy on me. Guide me to the straight path, grant me health and provide for me. After saying see you in another story, let's not forget to kindly like this video, generously share it, and if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and thoughtfully turn on the notification bell. Stay truly well, remain genuinely friendly, and always stay with your true friend.